Hey, what's up people? Julian here, and welcome to the Let's Build. With the addition of pigs in Minecraft, rideable pigs that is, I thought it'd be a nice idea to build a medieval stable. So, let's get started. Okay, so for the corners, I wanted to use wood, while at the same time using stone bricks as sort of the bottom base, but it's not going to be a recurring theme for the stables, because you really don't see too much stone in an actual stable. Now for the actual pens for your horses or your pigs, whatever you'd like to call them, the idea was to make it at least a little bit like 3x3 on the inside, so that way it wouldn't be too cramped when you're trying to get out of the little gate, and make it a bit easier. So I wanted to also make 3 pens, because realistically, you know, if you're role-playing medieval, only lords and nobles and ladies of the castle actually had, you know, pigs or mounts. They only they had mounts, horses or rides or whatever you'd like to call them. Only they had it. So you weren't gonna see a peasant riding around in a horse. So I figured it'd be a good idea to make it small. As well, most of my rustic builds are small, so you would see that it really matches your little village. Or if it's a kingdom, you can make it a bit bigger. It's up to you. So I wanted to make wooden walls, and I wanted a lot of natural light, so I thought I'd use fences as the windows. Oh, dumb cow. I'm using a little bit of wood as the upper frame. Now, going back to the fences, I thought it'd be a good idea because you wouldn't really use actual glass on your in your stables because it's animals. Now, if you want to be a little fancy, I guess you could, but then people might have a hard time discerning it from an actual house or stables. So I thought it gave it a more of a rustic feel, so as you can see right there. Okay, so you can see our stable is actually taking shape already. Now let's get started on the other windows and walls. And now the inside's basically done a bit. And we need to add the roof now, which is probably the hardest part. It's not that it's hard, but it's very tedious. So I thought it'd be a basic wooden inside, but with cobblestone as the filling. Kind of made it sound like a donut there. Alright, so at the very top, I would use a wooden slab. Now you could use whatever color wood that you prefer. I like the oak wood. I think it works well. But it's really up to you depending on what supplies you have on hand. Because really all my builds are specifically meant... Oh wait, I wanted to add a little window here, by the way. All my builds are specifically meant that you can build them easily and without a lot of cost in your Minecraft role-playing server, or just if you're making an actual castle and you just want it to be very realistic, I suppose. That's the idea, that anyone can do this. So that's why you don't see me using World Editor or anything like that. I just want to make these builds very simple, very rustic, and something that you can easily add in maybe 10-20 minutes in playing Minecraft, and your village or city will look that much better. Okay, so we're really getting into these roof shingles, I suppose. Getting them done. It's kind of a problem because with the new upside down roof and the corner roof, it kind of makes it a little hard when it comes to making the actual roof, but that's okay. Just gotta plow through it. Now, I wasn't quite done making the roof, as you'll see in a bit. I kind of had a little bit of a problem here because the roof looks too solid, and it doesn't really make a stable. It doesn't do the stable justice because it just looks too bland. So you could see it looks a little bland. So I decided, after putting this, let me split this fence window here. I decided it'd look pretty nice if I spaced it 3x3x3x3. If I could have a little window here at the very top. It's not really for something to look out of, but it's sort of more as garnish, decoration, if you will. It makes the roof look a lot nicer. You know, it's sort of like a plain roof is like a cobblestone block. a cobblestone box house. It doesn't look good. So adding these little window things here kind of gives it a little bit more character, a little bit more pizzazz. So we have to light this place up a bit. It's a little dark, and couldn't put one there, but it didn't look right. So I decided maybe something that hasn't been done before. I thought it'd look nice to have a little bit of wood log right there. It kind of made the roof look a bit different. Now I know it kind of breaks from the rest of the style of the roof, but you can change it. If you don't have to use these logs, these are just some ideas that I made up. That way I could put torches on the roof so that way mobs don't spawn there. Now I'm adding the little piggies here, and it's becoming nighttime, so you can tell I need a little bit more torches. But I wanted to add in the cauldron to make it realistic, so it looks like they have their water, and I'm breaking out the saddles because we're going to ride these bad boys in a bit. And a little bit of water for their cauldron. So I don't recommend putting the cauldrons in the corners right here like I did, because pigs apparently can jump over them, which I did not know. Adding the saddles, so there's the horses, and then the rest of the torches. So you can see it looks like a pretty open stable. It doesn't look cramped or anything. There's a lot of character to it. And now, as a floor, I thought it'd be cool to have gravel, just because, you know, you don't want to have stone on the inside. It just looks nicer. So we gotta grab. Oh look, see the piggies. The piggies jumped, as you can see. Grab my carrot on a stick, and yeah, I think I'll ride this guy. His name's Hamilton, cause he's ham. Get it? See what I did there, Hamilton? Right. So you could see it wasn't hard at all to get outside of the stables. That was the whole point of why I made it a little bit bigger. Now you can make your stables way big. Oh, there's a piggy following me, and I do not know how to pilot this thing. This is rocket science. Back to the build. So you can make your stable a little bit bigger. It's all up to you, but as you can see in the background, it looks pretty nice. Let me show you a nicer look at it. So this is the full look at it. Personally, I think it looks pretty nice for a stable. So I want to thank you so much for watching. You are all awesome. I hope to see you next time on my next video, on my next Let's Build. Keep on building, people. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.